Let me, please be seated. And I know you're enjoying your dinner, so please enjoy your dinner. Let me start off by thanking my very dear friend Marcos Marinakis for his friendship. Marcos, thank you so much. And his lovely wife Maria, who's separated tonight from the table, but I saw Maria earlier, so we're thrilled to see her. Your Grace, Ambassador Papadopoulou, to the Council General. Congresswoman Meng had to leave, but Congresswoman Meng had to leave, but she's an extraordinary member of the House of Representatives. I've worked with her on many issues, and you're very fortunate, those of you who live in our district, to be served by her. To my dear friends, there are many here, too many to mention, but I'm going to take Philip Christopher on the road with me in the days ahead. Philip, thank you very much. To my dear friend Tasso Sambas, who taught me Psalmody, of course, and so many others. It's wonderful to be here tonight with, some of you may be wondering who's the beautiful blonde lady with me. It's my wife, Nadine, so we're thrilled to be together here. Mr. President, Madam President, I like saying Madam President when I can. It doesn't happen too often, so I'm thrilled to see that the Heian Federation is going to have a new president, a woman president for the first time. That's a great opportunity. And my very heartfelt thanks to the Federation for presenting me with the third Ionian Medal of Honor. It's truly humbling, especially considering that the other previous honorees are His Holiness Patriarch Bartholomew and George Livanos, the founder of the Heian Federation. That's extraordinary company to be in. Both incredible, outstanding advocates of television and passionate defenders of human rights. And as someone who has fought a long time for these values, it's deeply meaningful to me to be recognized by all of you tonight. I want to thank the Heian Federation for all the incredible work that you do, furthering the friendships and ties between Greece and the United States, keeping your traditions and heritage alive, as we saw tonight, spreading Hellenic values here in New York and New Jersey and across the country. You make our nation and our world a better place by your work each and every day. Axiom to you. It's especially rewarding to receive this award from the sons and daughters of Ios, the fifth largest Greek island, situated in the northern Aegean, separated from Turkey only by the Heian Strait, whose rich history dates back to the Neolithic period 8,000 years ago. From the magic of mastic gum to its medieval villages and its 11th century monastery of Neomoni, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, to the beautiful beaches of Mavravolia and Komi Beach, to the birthplace of Homer and Hippocrates, and eminent Greek thought leaders and writers such as Koreas, Rhodius, and Koilatos, Heians have helped shape Hellenic and world history in its course. Now, my friends, next year will mark the my 50th year in public service. I'm not that old, I just started really young. From an elected school board member to a mayor to serving in the New Jersey legislature, then in Congress, I've learned a thing or two over these 50 years about how you get things done for your constituents, about how together we create a more peaceful and prosperous world. Throughout my tenure in Congress, some of my proudest moments have been fighting and winning battles on behalf of the Hellenic community, both at home and abroad. In 2019, I authored the Eastern Mediterranean Security and Energy Partnership Act that became law to strengthen the United States engagement with the region. In 2021, I authored the Greek Defense and Interparliamentary Act, which built on the diplomatic format of Greece, Cyprus, Israel, the United States, to the creation of a 3+1 interparliamentary group, which we just held the first session of just a few weeks ago. And I have repeatedly called out the increasingly bombastic words and actions of the Turkish president, who is fighting to maintain his hold on power. But I can tell you this, regardless of the results of those elections, I will not approve the sale of F-16s as long as Turkey's belligerence to the Hellenic Republic continues unabated. It is also time for Turkey to demilitarize Cyprus and see the last boot of the last Turkish soldier leader. And it is also time to free the ecumenical patriarch to do his spiritual duties for millions of Greek Orthodox throughout the world. So as proud as I am of these important accomplishments on the global stage, I'm just as proud of the work I do here at home. From increasing economic opportunity, to improving public safety, to affordable health care, to assess a first-rate education. I'm proud to have fought on behalf of Greek Americans and our communities I represent in New Jersey each and every day. So whether you were born on the island of Chios or here in the tri-state area, one thing is sure, and you have exhibited tonight, nothing is more important than a great education. And the young people who are here tonight are really a testament to your federation, to your community, and it is why I have so much faith in the future. It's those young people that we saw tonight, the young children who greeted us when we came in, the young lady who sang the Star-Spangled Banner, the folk dancers who did a tremendous job, the young woman who is the leader of your youth group. This is the future, and this is why we celebrate tonight as well. I am so proud to receive your recognition, because I see what you do for future generations of Greek citizens. Now, I know that it's important because I am the child of Cuban refugees who fled the violence of the Cuban dictatorship for a better life here in the United States. It was my mother who impressed upon me the love of education. Every night after working in the factories of New Jersey, she would come home and tell me, after she came home, after a long day, she would cook, she would clean, and then she would say, "Bobby, sit here and read your homework to me." And I would say to her, "Mama, but you don't understand English, you're not going to understand what I said." And she said, "That's what you think, sit here and read your homework to me." And it made me very clear, understanding this woman who worked incredibly hard to sustain her family, of the importance of education. So part of what makes the Heian Federation so incredible is your commitment to education and helping the next generation of students, the scholarships that you give to young people here in the United States and for those who live on the island of Chios. They are a critical part of keeping young people engaged and in touch with the traditions of the past. So in closing this evening, I want to salute the young people here tonight for their commitment to helping others and to keeping the heritage and the tradition alive. Thank you very much for doing that. I enjoyed your performance. Heracles said, and I quote, "What you leave behind is not what is engraved in some monuments, but that which is woven into the lives of others." Throughout history, Greek immigrants and Americans have helped to improve the life of others and make our nations what they are today, through an enterprising spirit, through creativity, for a thirst of knowledge, and for the willingness to share with others. Greek Americans, like Cuban Americans, have overcome immense obstacles and hardships to attain success here in the United States. So tonight, let us collectively celebrate the accomplishments of Greek Americans in business, in law, in music, in medicine, in art. Let us remember those who served with honor in the armed forces of the United States and who fought for justice and civil rights. Let us recommit to keep fighting to defend those human rights and democracy and the rule of law from the Atlantic to the Aegean and beyond. I am reminded that some people see things the way they are and ask why. I dream things that never were and ask why not. You have my hand in friendship and the power of my office to make sure that we can achieve these things.